Hell, created for the fallen, a place of shadows and sorrow. Yet what if I told you that Jesus himself walked its depths? Why would the light descend into the abyss of the lost? Let us unveil the ancient mysteries hidden in these sacred writings. There is more than what meets the eye. The four gates of eternity, shadows from the abyss. Beyond the veil of earthly existence lies a hidden realm, an ancient and eternal domain that few dare to contemplate. It is a place where shadows whisper and time folds upon itself. The Bible reveals to us four enigmatic gateways to this realm, each holding the secrets of the soul's final journey. These gates are not merely places, they are thresholds into eternity, each step drawing the soul deeper into the unknown mysteries of existence. The first of these gates is Sheol, the ancient realm of waiting. It is a land of twilight, where both the righteous and the unrighteous find themselves in a shadowy state of pause. Sheol is not a place of final judgment, but a transition, a place where time moves slowly, where the echoes of life linger in solemn silence. In its depths, souls wait patiently, suspended between two worlds, listening to the whispers of eternity, awaiting what lies beyond. Mirroring Sheol is Hades, a Greek counterpart mentioned in the New Testament. Hades is a dim corridor of restless souls, a vast and silent waiting hall where judgment looms on the horizon. In the parable of the rich man and Lazarus, Jesus paints Hades as a place of torment for the unrighteous, a stark reminder of the choices made in life. Yet, it is still only a temporary domain, a place where souls linger before the ultimate verdict is declared. Time does not pass here as we know it. Instead, it stretches infinitely, holding souls in its timeless grasp. Beyond these waiting realms lies Gehenna, a more fearsome gate, a place of fire and finality. Originally, Gehenna was a physical valley outside Jerusalem, where refuse and unclean things were consumed by fire. Yet Jesus used this valley as a symbol of something far more profound, a place of eternal purification, where flames do not simply burn, but refine. Here the souls of the wicked meet the consequences of their actions. The fire is relentless, not to destroy, but to reveal, to lay bare the truth that cannot be hidden. It is a place where time dissolves into an unending present, where the soul confronts its true essence. And then, beyond all other gates, stands the lake of fire, the final horizon of existence, the last boundary between light and darkness. This is not merely a place of punishment, but a cosmic end, a chasm where time itself ceases to exist. The lake of fire is described in Revelation as the ultimate destination for Satan, his angels, and all who are not found in the book of life. It is the final seal on destiny, a place where the soul faces eternal separation from God. No longer is there waiting or hope for redemption, only the infinite unfolding of consequence, where every choice echoes into eternity. These four gates, Sheol, Hades, Gehenna, and the lake of fire, are stages on the soul's journey beyond life. Each gate holds a deeper mystery, a hidden truth about the nature of existence. They are not places to be feared, but symbols to be understood, for within them lies the key to the great question that has haunted humanity since the dawn of time. What awaits us beyond the final breath? For those who seek understanding, these gates offer more than judgment. They offer a glimpse into the eternal dance of light and shadow, of redemption and consequence. They remind us that life is but a fleeting moment in the vast expanse of eternity, a prelude to something far greater than we can imagine. As we stand at the threshold of these mysteries, we must ask ourselves, which gate will we pass through? What legacy will we leave behind in the eternal tapestry of the universe? The answer is hidden in every choice we make, every action we take. It is carved into the very fabric of our souls, waiting to be revealed when the final curtain falls. Beyond the veil, unveiling the truths of hell. Despite the ancient scrolls whispering of hell's dark mysteries, shadows of misconception continue to shroud the true nature of this realm. Many wander in confusion, mistaking illusion for truth. Let us part the veil and explore these illusions, unlocking the deeper secrets that lie hidden. Misconception 1. The Devil's Kingdom. There are those who believe hell to be a kingdom ruled by the devil, a throne of shadows where he reigns supreme. Yet this is a dangerous mirage. Hell is not a palace of power, but a prison of divine justice. The once proud adversary, Lucifer, now shackled in darkness, is no more than a captive. The eternal fire was never meant to honor him, but to consume him. Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. Matthew 25:41. Picture a crumbling citadel deep in forgotten realms, not a place of glory, but of eternal exile, where even the deceiver faces his reckoning. Misconception 2. The Celebration of Shadows. Some jest, imagining hell as a carnival of rebellion, where friends unite in wild freedom. But this illusion is nothing more than a siren's song. Beneath the mask of laughter lies a chasm of sorrow. The gates of hell do not open to music and mirth, but to weeping and gnashing of teeth, a place veiled in eternal night. In that place, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Matthew 8:12. Do not be deceived by fleeting bravado. The path to such a place is not marked by celebration, but by whispers of despair. Misconception 3. The Cleansing Fire of Purgatory. In the labyrinth of human belief, some speak of purgatory, a place where souls are cleansed before ascending. But the sacred writings reveal no such corridor. Judgment follows death, swift and certain. Salvation is a gift offered in life, a door waiting to be opened now, not in the realm beyond. It is appointed for man to die once, and after that comes judgment. Hebrews 9:27. The truth is simple and powerful. Redemption is free, sealed in the sacrifice of the Lamb, available to all who dare to believe. Misconception 4. The instant descent. Others whisper of immediate damnation, as if the soul plummets into darkness upon death. But the ancient words speak of waiting, a stillness before the final judgment. Like the rich man and Lazarus, souls dwell in anticipation, either in comfort or torment, awaiting the great day of reckoning. The dead were judged according to what they had done. Revelation 20:12. In this waiting, there is hope for the redeemed, a reminder that the story is not yet finished. The path forward, an invitation to truth. Each misconception is a gate on the spiritual journey, a trial, a choice. Some gates lead deeper into shadow, while others open to light. The truth is an ancient melody, always playing, always calling. Will you step forward and listen? In the heart of this mystery lies an invitation. Embrace the light and let the shadows dissolve. In this revelation, you are no longer a wanderer, but a seeker of truth, a bearer of light in the darkness. As I gazed into the depths of time, a veil was lifted, revealing a forgotten mystery, a journey seldom spoken of, but ever present in the fabric of existence. I saw him, descending into the abyss, not as a prisoner of death, but as a sovereign force, light piercing the ancient shadows. His steps echoed across eternity, stirring the silence of forgotten realms. It was not a descent into torment, but a proclamation of victory. He entered the halls of Sheol, the ancient place of waiting, where souls lingered in the twilight between judgment and promise. There, the imprisoned spirits, those who once defied in the days of Noah, heard his voice. His words were not of condemnation, but of triumph. He declared the conquest of sin, shattering the chains of death itself. In that moment, I understood that this was no ordinary event in history. This was the cosmic victory foretold since the dawn of creation. Time itself bowed as he claimed the keys of death and Hades. His proclamation echoed through the realms, shaking the foundations of the unseen world. The gates of captivity trembled and fell, for their conqueror had come. The journey did not end in the underworld. Rising from the depths, he ascended beyond the stars, opening the gates of the eternal city for those who had long awaited the fulfillment of the promise. In his wake, the souls followed, their burden lifted, their path illuminated by the one who conquered death. Herein lies the great paradox of existence. Through death, life emerges. His descent was a testament to the eternal dance of creation and destruction, light and darkness, life and death. We stand as witnesses to this mystery, called to remember that death is but a doorway, a passage into realms beyond comprehension. The descent was not a defeat, but a masterstroke of divine strategy. With divine resolve, Jesus stepped into the abyss, a place cloaked in shadows and forgotten whispers of ancient souls. He did not descend as a captive, but as a sovereign, carrying the weight of eternal promise. This was not a fall into darkness, but a deliberate march into the enemy's stronghold. As he entered the heart of this realm, the very fabric of time seemed to quiver. His footsteps echoed beyond mortal comprehension, stirring the deep corridors of Hades. Chains that had held souls for centuries began to tremble, their rusted links crumbling into dust. With the keys of death and Hades clutched firmly in his grasp, Jesus stood at the threshold of eternity, not as a victim of death, but as its conqueror. The ancient forces of darkness recoiled at his light, unable to withstand the brilliance of his authority. For too long, death had been the final victor, its shadow stretching across generations. But here, in this pivotal moment, Jesus overturned the fate of humankind. His victory was not a fleeting triumph, but a cosmic declaration that death would no longer have the final word. From the depths of the underworld, a new dawn began to rise. This was no ordinary dawn. It was the birth of an eternal covenant, the opening of a celestial passage through which all who believed would walk into everlasting life. The ancient gates that had barred the righteous were flung open. Souls that had waited for deliverance now found their release, ascending into the infinite light that only the divine could offer. The resurrection was the culmination of this great act, the dawn of a new reality. Death's dominion shattered, its power broken for all time. No longer would the grave hold sway over those who sought the truth of eternity. The journey Jesus had taken, the celestial passage through darkness into light, became a beacon for all souls. His footsteps left an indelible path, a bridge between mortality and the infinite. Those who walk this path follow him into the realm where shadows dissolve and eternity unfolds. It is a journey not of loss, but of triumph, an invitation to leave behind the fleeting and embrace the everlasting. In the sacred unfolding of time, there lies a profound mystery, hidden from many, yet revealed to those who seek ancient wisdom. When Jesus descended into the depths of the unseen world, it was not a mere journey of descent, but a passage through the veiled realms of existence. For ages, the righteous had waited in the shadows of Sheol, bound by the echoes of an unfinished covenant. With divine authority, Jesus shattered the barriers between life and eternity. He opened the gates of heaven, not merely as an act of victory, but as the fulfillment of an ancient promise, a sacred truth whispered since the beginning of time. His descent was a journey to free the captives of light from the depths, lifting them into the radiance of eternity. Apostle Paul, in his timeless words, alludes to this cosmic event. When he ascended on high, he led captives in his train and gave gifts to his people. Ephesians 4:8. In that moment, the heavens expanded and the gates opened wide, not gates of iron, but thresholds of awakening, calling every soul to rise and reclaim their eternal home. The resurrection was not the end, but the great beginning, the eternal invitation for all who believe to step into the divine light and dwell forever in the presence of the Creator. It was the completion of a celestial journey, ensuring that the timeless promise of life beyond the stars is fulfilled. Thus, Jesus' journey into the depths of the unseen was no defeat, but the culmination of an ancient cosmic prophecy. It was written in the very fabric of eternity, an act that echoed across realms beyond mortal comprehension. He descended not as a captive, but as a conqueror cloaked in divine authority, the light of heaven radiating around him, tearing through the dense veil of shadow that had bound the souls of ages past. In that forgotten realm, where time stands still and whispers of ancient sorrow linger, Jesus' presence became a proclamation. The gates of Hades, worn and ancient, groaned beneath the weight of his power. With each step, the very foundations of darkness quaked. This was no mere descent, it was the fulfillment of celestial design, a victory older than the stars themselves. He stood before the imprisoned spirits, not as a judge, but as the embodiment of triumph and redemption. His words, though unrecorded, carried the weight of eternity. The spirits who had languished in waiting heard the voice of the one they had longed for, the voice that cut through the silence like a blazing flame. This was not a plea for repentance, but a declaration of victory. A cosmic announcement that the reign of death had ended and the light had overcome the dark. The keys to death and Hades rested in his hands, their ancient power now rendered powerless before him. The gates of eternity swung open, and a torrent of light spilled forth, sweeping away the shadows. No longer would Hades be a place of endless waiting. No longer would death hold dominion over those who sought the eternal promise. In this act, Jesus redefined existence itself. Death, once a dreaded finality, became the threshold of new beginnings, a passage into life eternal. His resurrection would stand as the irrefutable proof that the ancient chains of sin and death had been shattered. The gates of heaven, once sealed to humanity, were flung wide open, and a river of grace poured forth, drawing every soul toward the eternal city of light. This was no simple victory. It was a transformation of cosmic order. The ancient balance had been restored. Life and death, light and darkness, once divided, now stood reconciled in the radiance of his triumph. His descent was not a punishment, but a reclamation, a divine act of liberation. He reclaimed the realms beneath the earth, not for himself alone, but for all who would follow him. "Do you not perceive it?" the voice of eternity seems to ask. "The veil has been lifted, the path of light revealed. Step forward with boldness, for the shadows no longer have power over you." This triumph calls us not just to hope, but to rise beyond fear, to live with the certainty that no darkness can stand against the eternal light. The same power that shattered the gates of Hades now resides in us, a flame that cannot be extinguished, a call that cannot be ignored. His love, vast and boundless, invites us to walk that sacred path, to leave behind the chains of fear and embrace the promise of eternal peace. Let us live as those who have seen the light of eternity. Let us walk with courage, knowing that the one who descended into the depths now reigns in glory. Death is not the end, it is the beginning of a journey into life everlasting. This victory is ours, for he has made it so. And as the stars continue their eternal dance, they sing of his triumph, a song that echoes in the hearts of all who dare to believe. It calls us into the sacred mystery, to trust the promises whispered through the ages, and to walk in the radiant freedom that comes from a soul redeemed. Each step we take is an unfolding testament of divine hope, a light that invites others to seek and taste the peace that surpasses understanding. As we conclude, let us hold fast to the profound assurance offered through this eternal victory. Though shadows may rise and the path may twist, know that the greatest obstacle, death itself, has already been overcome. Let your life be a beacon, radiating love and hope to all who cross your path. Pause now. Feel the stillness. There, in the silence, you will hear the quiet voice of truth calling you home. Let us offer our hearts in gratitude, Heavenly Father. We stand in awe of the divine gift given through your Son. Thank you for his triumph over death, for the light that now guides us beyond fear and darkness. Strengthen our spirits to walk in courage and love, reflecting your boundless grace to the world around us. Remind us daily of the eternal life that flows like a river through all who believe. In the name of the everlasting light, Amen. If you feel drawn to uncover the hidden truths and explore the deeper mysteries of existence, subscribe to Path to the Unknown. Together, we'll journey into the unseen, guided by the light of ancient wisdom and eternal hope. Share this message with those seeking answers, and let's walk this path to the unknown together.